and I've now done 2 weeks of the Ultramind Solution, and I've felt a real shift. It really is life-changing. And it was on day 12, I remember, because it was my son's birthday. I woke up and I thought something's different here. And it was about the anxiety going, and my anxiety has completely disappeared. I'll give you a couple of examples. So Wednesday, that was about day 14, it was all set up to be an extremely difficult day for 2 reasons. The first was I had a friend who died a few years ago of cancer, and it was her birthday, and that's always been a really difficult, kind of sorrowful, weepy day for myself, because I've always seen myself as a very emotional person who can't control their emotions. And my son woke me up really early, so I'd had no sleep, which is, that makes me feel tired and naggy and irritable and weepy as well. But it was amazing. I obviously, I thought of my friend on that day, and I was sad, but I didn't have this in this sort of waterfall of sorrow that I couldn't control. And the funny thing is that she was one of those people who had no self-pity at all, and she was always a very happy person, and she would have wanted me to be as I was this Wednesday on her birthday. And the other thing is, without any sleep, I didn't shout at my kids once. And one of the things I've always felt guilty about was that I was very quick to lose my temper with my kids. Then I'd feel really guilty. And it's like, wow, I haven't lost my temper with my kids this week. That was amazing. And the other thing is tomorrow's quite a big day. I'm doing a talk to about 80 people, and I'm going to be talking about my, the story with my getting over my compulsive eating and all this. So it's a big, important, exciting talk, and I'm all ready for it, but I'm not sort of overexcited. I used to get really overexcited. And the other thing is that tomorrow I was meant to also do this charity event, but nobody has, it's fallen through lack of interest really. And that would have made me really angry before, but now I think I can't do anything about the fact no one's coming to this charity event. People are busy, that's how it is. And I think, okay, so I'm going to think about the other thing. That's really amazing. And I've lost £2, but again, it doesn't mean anything to me. It just doesn't mean anything to me now. My feeling is it's the gluten, that I haven't had any gluten. And because that's the biggest change I've made. And I've never had this in my life. I've never had this emotional control in the whole of my life. And I can't begin to describe how that feels to have what I thought I never had. My whole personality is not what I thought it was. It's much better. So there you go. There's I suppose the only danger at the moment really is the complacency of thinking, well, I've got it sorted out, I've done 2 weeks, I know what it is, and assuming it's gluten, assuming it's this, and maybe assuming that this is the best that it can be. Maybe it's going to get even better. So it is a 6-week program, and then I start reintroducing things. So I'm going to keep going with it. The benefits are so life-changing that I've got no problem with carrying on with it. Having said that, I have had a few crisps again this week. I was out at the theatre last night, and I hadn't realised that because my energy levels are not that high in the evening, that being out doing something stimulating was going to make me really hungry, and I couldn't see any other food, so I had some crisps. So, but I've decided not to have crisps in the house anymore, or rather crisps that I can eat, because the cheese flavour ones I wouldn't eat them. So I have things that I would absolutely not touch, but the ready salted, I've realised I just can't have them. Okay, so yeah, amazing. It's going amazingly well. Oh yeah, one last thing. On this note of me being, you know, I used to be really excitable about things. I used to be really evangelistic. When I found something that made me feel good, I would tell everyone about it. I would be desperate for everyone else to feel this. But I know that this is just way, I wouldn't say ahead of most people because that sounds a bit patronising. This book is, it's too far removed from their normal eating habits for them to take on board. I can't go around telling everyone, you should try this, you should try this. You have to be at a certain point to access the stuff in here, and until that point it's about little by little by little. So yeah, what can I say? I'll make another video next week. I can't imagine it'll get better than this because I just feel fantastic. So, but we'll see. Alright, cheers. I'll see you on the next video.